to you today about one of those struggles that I think probably just about all of us have gone through, and probably a lot of us are continuing to go through as life evolves for us. And that's, well, it's the fear of doing the things that we really want to do. And so we procrastinate on them, either because we don't think we can do them, or we think it's going to cost too much money, or we think that it's going to be too hard to do. And unfortunately, those things just continue to weigh on us and hold us back. And we really, I guess, you know, we talk about these things in abstract. You hear a lot of people talk about them. It seems like, from my perspective, that sometimes I hear all of these successful people that we're paired up with now and that we get to enjoy, and it seems like everything is working well for them, like they have no problems. Well, for Chris and I, we get to enjoy a really cool life. We just got back a few days ago from a 10-day Caribbean cruise. A lot of the things that we get to enjoy now were things that were not part of our lives several years back. And so I guess what I would like anybody who's reaching out to us today to believe and to see, and I see Lisa Marie's on. Thank you, it's great to see you. And Paul's on. Thanks for joining us today. But I think really one of the important things to keep in mind is that those fears that we have, all of us have those. For whatever reason, we start life, and unfortunately, from some of our experiences and some of the things we do, we start building those self-imprisoned bars that are supposed to protect us and keep us safe, but they're actually things that confine us and restrict us. And for many, many years, I felt that way. I guess just in personal story, I started life in a relatively austere setting. My parents had to work really hard. I was left alone a lot. Fortunately, it was out on the farm where there were not particularly large hazards in terms of some of the things that children have to face today. But the lack of confidence, the lack of self-esteem, the lack of ability to understand that I had talents and capacities well beyond my dreams at that point, I think are probably things that all of us have gone through at certain points in time. And so I guess just a quick story for me that hopefully has some application for all of you. Part of what got me through it, and part of why I do what I do today, is the desire to help people around me. And what I found was that I couldn't hide behind my fears, and I couldn't let those things rule me if I was going to do a good job at protecting and helping and nurturing and enhancing the lives of the people that I care about. And so the question comes up a lot of the time, you know, we've been fortunate to have been successful in several businesses, and sometimes people say, well, why at your age, and why when you could potentially just retire? Why do you do the things you do? Why do you continue to put the effort out that you do? And I guess my big why is that if I continue to do it, I have the ability to hopefully help other people and help them understand what their needs are. So what's the point of a conversation like this? Well, if you're beating yourself up over things you aren't doing, if you find yourself restricted or held back, understand that procrastination is a natural response there. And what I would love for you to do, and whether you join us or not, we would certainly revel in your success, and I would be really happy if those of you who have made some breakthroughs and found some ways to make life happen the way that you want it to happen would join us. Most of you know we're in a health and wellness business, and that doesn't mean you have to be interested, but if you're sick and tired of dealing with fatigue because of stresses and fears and poor health, maybe we can do some things to help you. If you're sick and tired of being in a situation where you're essentially employed and you feel like all that you're doing all day long is being the instrument to accomplish somebody else's goals, and there really doesn't seem to be any room in life for your goals, and you worry about your future, and you worry about how you're going to provide for your family, and you're worried about when you're going to retire, and you're worried about if you're going to stay healthy long enough to accomplish all those goals, well, all of us have been through those things. I certainly have been through those things. At one point in time, I was confronted with cancer, and I had to figure out how to deal with that. At certain points in time, Like a lot of you, I faced huge financial distress and didn't really understand how I was going to get through those things. There's help out there, whether it's us or whether it's somebody else. Basically, if you didn't take anything else out from this, is I would say take one small step. Just understand that the journey is one small step followed by one more small step followed by one more small step. We wish for everybody the abundance of life. Again, a lot of people don't see life as abundance. They see it as scarcity, and I can understand that. I spent a lot of years doing that. But it's only going to stay there as long as you want it to stay there. That fear is only going to have power over you as long as you want to validate it. The world didn't put that there. You put it there. You can take it away. Again, we'd love to participate and understand if you're being successful. Please feel free to reach out to us. I'm sure there's a lot of other people that would enjoy your story. If you're struggling with problems that you think we might have some solutions for, you can reach out to us, and we would love to help you with whatever solutions we have to offer. And if we don't have any that are useful to you, then we would be the first to tell you that. You can depend on us, if you want to partner with us, to be extremely motivated, almost obsessive toward helping you understand how to get your goals. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for sharing with us.